Hello everyone and welcome to Crafting with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. In today's tutorial, I'm just going to show you some of the things that I love with the updates in Cricut Design Space. This is going to be so quick and easy because we're not actually making anything. I'm just showing you the things that I noticed and things that I love. If you do find it helpful, please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Now, without further ado, let's go into Cricut Design Space. I am in Cricut Design Space, and what I want to do is show you some of the updates that I like about Cricut Design Space, but I also want to show you how to just get back to what you're used to seeing, especially if it's been a while since you've used Cricut Design Space. So if you haven't used Cricut Design Space in a while, you will be, I think, delighted to know that there have been some really helpful and useful updates within the software. Now, I know that it's frustrating to continue to get a lot of updates, but I think in this case, they have really done a really good job of incorporating new changes into the software that will be helpful and practical for a lot of crafters. But before we get into that, let's get into just going back to what we are used to seeing. So if I wanted to just go back to a blank canvas, what I'm used to seeing, where I'm familiar, and everything looks the way I am used to, I would just click right here on blank canvas. Now I can click here on blank canvas, or I can go to new project. And when I click on new project, I still have the option to go to a blank canvas. So these four options here are the same as these four options right here. So you can click either place. I'll click here on blank canvas, and this automatically opens up, which is an update that we can't change. Okay, so I can close this out. If you're used to seeing Cricut Design Space with these grid lines and you like it like this, keep it like this. Or you can click right here in this top left corner. You could turn the grid lines off. You can even, make the smaller grid lines. That is completely 100% up to you. What you can also do is just double check your settings. So let's look at my settings right here under my profile. I can click on settings. You can see that I'm in the United States. The language is on English. I keep my application experience on live, and this will let me know, what version of Cricut Design Space I'm using. I can also check for updates. I never do that. Okay, for machines, I can see which machines I have. I can also look at my canvas. I keep mine on full grid with imperial units of measurement, and my operation type is always available for me to double check. For load type, I keep my default as the Cricut Maker. I use that one the most, and I typically use cut on the mat 12 by 12. If you typically make bigger designs, you can keep yours on 12 by 24, or if you make a lot of cards, you can do the on card mat. And if you are using a Cricut Maker 3 or 4, you can also choose to use no mat. I have a regular Cricut Maker. For a print and cut, I keep mine on 8.5 by 11. So that all of these are my standard settings. You can make a decision about your notifications, and you can look more into your system settings here. I'm going to click done. I'm also going to change my canvas just to plain white. All right, so now these are just the regular standard settings, and you might be asking, well, where is the menu at the top? You won't see a menu at the top until you start to add things to your canvas. So if I were, let's say, for example, to add some text to the canvas, then my menu up here will show up, as well as the layers panel that we're used to seeing. So I can click right here on text, and I can add, let's say I want to add text that just says, I love crafting. Okay, like that. All right, so now I can see my menu here at the top. I can see everything over here that I'm used to seeing. And I can also change the background color of the canvas. If I wanted it to be pink, blue, green, whatever, black, gray, I can change it to whatever I want to change it to. I'm just going to keep mine on white. Now, if you want to get to the templates, and typically there used to be a time where you could go to templates and see the legacy templates. I think they've done away with those, and so these are all of the new templates. So this is what the t-shirt templates look like. I'm going to be honest and say I am not a fan of the new t-shirt templates, because there used to be a way to change the color of just the t-shirt and not the full background. I haven't found a way to do that now. But there might be a way. That doesn't mean there isn't a way. I just haven't found it. Okay, so you can look and see that, you can continue to open it up more and more and more and see what the guide looks like. So right now I just have the actual t-shirt guide selected. And if I wanted to like change just this, let's see if I could change it. I don't think it will allow me to do that. Let's see. So the whole background changes, and I do not like that. I just want to change the color of the shirt, not the whole thing. And, that may not bother you. Everybody, likes things the way they like it, and that's just not the way I like it. Okay, so let's change it back to white, but I wanted you to see that. Now, that's just getting back to what you've typically done in the typical way. So if you were wondering, like, where's my stuff? It's still there. You just have to, find the way to get to it. All right, so let's undo all of the stuff we've done and kind of just go back. So here's undo. Now I'm back to where I was, and I can close this out. All right, so now let's go and look at some of the updates that I really like. So let's go back to home, and let me be honest and say, whenever I open Cricut Design Space, it's because I already know what I want to make. I'm never going to go, well, let me not say never. I have never gone into Cricut Design Space to look for inspiration and decide what I want to make. I've never done that. I've never even scrolled down here to see what was available, because every time I open Cricut Design Space, it's because I already know exactly what I want to make. Okay, and what I make a lot of is t-shirts. So let's kind of look here and see what the changes are with regards to making t-shirts. So I'm going to click on Iron On T-shirt. And I'm going to just click replace, and we'll go get into the new settings. So these are the new templates, and these are the options. So you have an option for custom, you have options for men, women, children, and youth. And if I were to click on like women, I can see that there are options for small all the way to 2X. And let's say I wanted to make a medium shirt. They are giving you a suggested starting point for making a medium shirt, but you can, make changes here if you wanted to. Let's say you didn't want to make a shirt that was 8.5. Let's see if you wanted to do like 9. Let's say if you want to do 9 by 8.5, you could do that. Let's click on create. Okay. And so, this is what the setting would look like. And I can look down here and see that this is, size for a medium shirt. Now, what I also want to do, let's just say I wanted to use a familiar design that I've been working with for the last, 3 weeks or so. If I wanted to click on upload, I could upload that image. I downloaded this file from the Creative Fabrica website, and it's all about describing the attributes of a teacher. And with this image uploaded, this is the SVG. So this, of course, it has layers, right? I can look and see that it has a lot of layers. Now, one thing I noticed is that when you upload a file, over here in the left, you will automatically start to see other images that are similar to the image that you've uploaded, and these will, help to inspire you and give you other options for working with similar files, which I think is great. So having this pop up is an update. And if you haven't seen it yet, maybe you need to, like update your, check for updates and see if you have that setting. Now with this file, so one of the things, like I said, is that, it shows you similar files, but let me also show you, if you look over here on the left, I have the option to preview this, and I think that is fantastic. So if I click on preview, it's going to show me what this file in this size would look like on a medium shirt if I wanted the size to be right at 9 by 8.5. I think that's fantastic. Now, what I can also do is I can make the preview bigger, right? I think this is great. I love this a lot. Now, what I didn't see was the option to change the color, but let's see. Let's see if I have the option to change. Okay, it changes the color here, but it doesn't change the color of the shirt. Let's see if I can change it. Okay, it doesn't let me do that here. I don't see the option to change the color. Let's see if I close that. Let's see. Okay, you can move this over. I like that. Let's see. I don't see the option to change the color of the shirt anywhere, and that's not a make or break thing. But I do think that is a nice feature for Cricut Design Space. I think that's a nice update to their software. I think this is really good, right? So let's see what I did. I don't even know what I did. Let's click undo. Let's click undo again. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back and add my file back in there. I don't even know what I did. Okay, so I don't really need the background color to be black because that doesn't even matter. All right, so now this is what the image would look like. I think that's phenomenal. Now, another update they made, let's just say if I was making this design using vinyl, what I would typically have to do is go in and, look in the layers panel and like decide on, where are all of my yellow layers and where are all of my purple layers. And I would have to go in manually and group them so they would cut together. What Cricut Design Space has done is they've already helped with that. So instead of me having to figure it out and make sure I'm holding down the shift key and selecting all the layers, the option to do that is already set for me, and I think that's fantastic. So if I were ready to make this and I like the size of it and all of that, I can click make, and I'm not going to save. I'm going to click don't save, and all of the mats will already be established for me. So here's a white mat, there's a black mat, here are all of the orange layers, here's yellow, here's purple. I think that's pretty amazing. I think that's really phenomenal. I'm going to click cancel because I'm not actually making this, but I think this is really good. Okay, so I love that. I love the preview option. I love the fact that it groups the colors automatically for me. You can still go back and do it the way you want to do it. Like, let's just say you didn't want all the purple to be together or you wanted more things to be purple. You can definitely go in and make your changes. But the fact that it is automatically done for you really does help to save time. So I do like that. All right. So, let's see. There are other updates, especially like there are updates regarding like AI and stuff like that. I haven't looked at any of that, but I kind of just wanted to show you what stood out to me in Cricut Design Space, especially because I make T-shirts, and it's really the most common thing that I've done on my channel, the thing that I've done the most on my channel. But I wanted you to see that the preview option, the grouping option, what the showing you like images, and also just if you weren't interested in using these features, just how to get back to what you're regularly used to seeing. If you don't want to see it the new way, you want to stay within the old way of doing things, you could still definitely do that. But anyway, hopefully you did find this helpful. If you did, please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell for notifications, because I do upload new content every single week. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks for watching. Bye.